There's something quietly captivating about a woman who carries herself with elegance. She doesn't need to speak loudly or announce her arrival. Her presence alone fills the room with grace. You can't quite put your finger on it, but you feel it, a calm confidence, a softness in her movements, and a kind of timeless beauty that goes beyond age or fashion. And yet, here's the secret most people never realize. True elegance isn't about what you wear, it's about what you choose not to wear. Because elegance lives in restraint. It's in the careful editing of what doesn't serve you. The loud, the fussy, the overdone, and the quiet celebration of what does. Over time, every truly stylish woman learns that refinement is a process of subtraction, not addition. So today, we're uncovering 10 things elegant ladies never wear. Not out of judgment or rules, but because they understand that elegance is a form of respect. For themselves, for the moment, and for the people they meet. By the end of this video, you'll see how simplicity, thoughtfulness, and self-awareness can transform not just your wardrobe, but the way the world feels your presence. Because elegance isn't about standing out. It's about standing apart. Thing number 1, flashy logos and over-branding. There was a time when designer logos felt like trophies, a symbol of success, taste, and belonging. But over time, truly elegant women come to understand something deeper. Real sophistication never needs to scream its name. Flashy logos, oversized monograms, or bags covered in brand symbols often do the opposite of what we intend. Instead of whispering refinement, they shout for attention. They make the outfit about the label, not the woman wearing it. And elegance has always been about presence, not proof. An elegant woman understands that quiet confidence is her signature. She lets her posture, her tone, her effortless grace do the talking. The craftsmanship of her clothes, the texture of her bag, the harmony of her colors. Those are her logos. You notice her polish, her poise, her aura, not the brand stamped across her chest. It's not that luxury is wrong, far from it. True luxury is about quality, not visibility. A simple, beautifully cut blazer, a well-made leather bag, or a silk scarf with no visible branding can say far more than any designer print ever could. It tells the world, I know who I am, and I don't need to advertise it. Because elegance isn't about wearing a name. It's about becoming one. Thing number 2. Ill-fitting or poorly tailored clothes. You can wear the finest fabric, the most expensive brand, even the trendiest cut, but if the fit is wrong, it instantly steals the grace from your look. Clothes that pull, gape, or hang shapelessly can make even the most beautiful woman appear uncomfortable or unsure. And nothing is less elegant than discomfort disguised as style. Elegant women understand that tailoring is not vanity, it's respect. Respect for your body, for your shape, and for the way your clothes meet you where you are now, not where you were 20 years ago. A well-fitted garment doesn't just flatter your figure. It mirrors your self-assurance. It says, I care enough to present myself with intention. That's why the most refined wardrobes are often simple, but perfectly cut. A pair of trousers that drapes just right, a blazer that defines your shoulders, or a dress that follows your curves without clinging. These quiet details tell a story of confidence and control. They turn an ordinary outfit into a statement of quiet power. Elegance begins with awareness. When something no longer fits, it's not a failure. It's an invitation to evolve. Bodies change, styles shift, but grace is constant. Let your clothes adapt to you, not the other way around. Because in the language of style, fit is fluency, and a woman who dresses in harmony with her shape speaks elegance without saying a word. Thing number 3. Overly revealing clothing. There's a quiet power in a woman who doesn't feel the need to show everything. She walks into a room and people notice. Not because of how much she's revealing, but because of the aura she carries. True allure has never been about exposure. It's about mystery, restraint, and the confidence to leave something to the imagination. When clothes reveal too much, plunging necklines, short hemlines, tight fabrics that leave nothing unseen, the focus shifts away from you and lands on the wrong thing. The eye no longer sees your poise, your grace, or your presence. It just sees fabric and skin. And that's not elegance, that's distraction. Elegant women know that modesty isn't about hiding, it's about highlighting. It's about showcasing your best features in harmony, not competition. A soft neckline that frames the collarbone. A flowing sleeve that moves as you do. A hem that grazes the knee. These choices whisper refinement. They allow you to be the statement, not your outfit. And here's the beauty of it. When you wear something that feels tastefully covered, your confidence rises. You're not adjusting, tugging, or second-guessing. You están taller. You smile more freely. Because you know, you look sophisticated, not self-conscious. Elegance doesn't demand attention. It commands it, quietly, gracefully, and on its own terms. So let your clothing reflect the woman you've become, not the trends you've outgrown. After all, mystery is timeless, and so are you. Thing number 4, cheap or overdone accessories. Accessories are the language of style. They whisper who you are without saying a word. But when they shout instead of whisper, that language becomes noise. Piles of bracelets, oversized earrings, glittering rhinestones, or imitation jewels can make even a polished outfit feel cluttered and confused. An elegant woman knows that less is not just more, it's everything. Her jewelry never competes with her presence, it complements it. A single gold bangle, a delicate pearl stud, a soft silk scarf. These are her punctuation marks, not her paragraphs. Each piece adds quiet emphasis, never distraction. It's not about price tags either. A simple, well-made accessory, one that feels substantial, smooth, and timeless, will always outshine a cheap, sparkly trend. Elegance is about texture, proportion, and intention. When every detail is considered, your entire look breathes harmony. Overdone accessories can signal insecurity, a silent plea for attention. But understated choices show confidence. They say, I don't need embellishment to feel seen. So before you reach for that extra sparkle, pause. Look in the mirror and ask, is this piece adding grace or clutter? True elegance is a quiet glow, not a blinding glare. It's the soft gleam of a pearl, the subtle glint of gold, the calm rhythm of restraint. Because when your accessories whisper, people finally have the space to listen to you. Thing number 5, neglected shoes or handbags. You can tell so much about a woman from her shoes and her bag. They're the quiet storytellers of her style, the pieces that speak long before she does. Yet they're often the most overlooked. Scuffed heels, peeling leather, tarnished clasps, or a bag weighed down with clutter can silently undo even the most elegant outfit. An elegant woman knows that true polish begins, and ends, at the details. Her shoes don't need to be new or designer, but they are cared for. Clean, shaped, and lovingly maintained. The same goes for her handbag. It's organized, structured, and treated with respect. These small acts of upkeep say far more than a logo ever could. Because elegance is not about having more. It's about valuing what you already have. It's the patience to polish your shoes, to condition your leather, to empty the handbag of last week's receipts. These quiet rituals aren't chores. They're reflections of self-respect. And just like you, these pieces tell a story of longevity and grace. A well-tended pair of flats, a timeless leather tote. They age beautifully, growing softer and richer with time, not worn out but worn in. When you step into the world, your shoes and bag walk your introduction. Let them say, I care. I'm present. I honor the woman I've become. Because true elegance isn't just seen, it's maintained one thoughtful detail at a time. Thing number 6, loud, distracting prints. Prints can be joyful, expressive, even uplifting, but when they become too loud, too busy, or too exaggerated, they start to wear you instead of the other way around. Overly bold patterns, clashing florals, neon animal prints. They shout for attention and leave no room for the woman herself to shine through. Elegance, at its heart, is about balance and harmony. It's the art of knowing when to let one element sing, and when to let the rest fall silent. An elegant woman understands that her outfit should frame her, not fight her. When the print overwhelms the person, the message of grace gets lost in the noise. This doesn't mean avoiding prints altogether. Far from it. A subtle pinstripe, a soft watercolor floral, or a gentle geometric pattern can add depth and personality when done with restraint. The key lies in tone and proportion. Calm colors, fluid shapes, and space for the fabric to breathe. When your prints are thoughtful, the eye rests, it doesn't dart. The whole look feels composed, deliberate, and serene. And that serenity is the true mark of refinement. Think of it this way. Elegance is like music. Too many notes played at once become chaos. But when every note has its place, the melody flows beautifully. So choose prints that whisper rather than shout. Ones that let you remain the masterpiece. Because in the quietness of simplicity, sophistication always finds its voice. Thing number 7. Poor quality fabrics. You can always tell the difference between a piece that was made to last and one that was made to sell. The fabric gives it away, how it drapes, how it moves, how it feels against your skin. Cheap materials might catch the light for a moment, but true quality holds the light. Softly, naturally, beautifully. Elegant women understand that fabric is the foundation of refinement. It doesn't need to be expensive. It just needs to breathe, to move, to live. Natural fibers like cotton, linen, silk, and will have a quiet richness that synthetics often can't imitate. They age gracefully, softening over time, much like the women who wear them. Poor quality fabrics, on the other hand, often cling, crease, or crackle. They lose their shape after a few wears, and what once looked polished begins to appear tired. And no matter how lovely the cut or color, if the material feels flimsy, the elegance fades with it. When you choose pieces made from beautiful fabrics, something changes, not just in how you look, but in how you carry yourself. You walk differently. You move slower, more deliberately. You feel the weight of quality, and it reminds you that you deserve things that last. Because elegance isn't about excess, it's about endurance. It's about investing in textures that reflect your worth, your grace, and your quiet confidence. Let your wardrobe tell that story. Choose what feels good, what moves with you, and what stands the test of time, just like you do. Thing number 8. Overly trendy or gimmicky clothing. Fashion moves quickly, but elegance never rushes. Every season brings a new must-have, a bold cut, or a daring color that promises to transform your look overnight. But the truth is, trends are designed to expire. What's in today will be forgotten tomorrow. And nothing feels less elegant than chasing something fleeting. An elegant woman knows her style. She doesn't borrow it from the moment. She may enjoy trends, but she filters them through her own sense of self. If it doesn't harmonize with her shape, her lifestyle, or her quiet sophistication, she simply lets it pass. Because refinement isn't about wearing what's new, it's about wearing what's right for you. Overly trendy or gimmicky pieces, strange cuts, loud slogans, exaggerated shapes, often distract rather than enhance. They can make even the most confident woman look like she's trying too hard. But timeless clothing, a crisp white blouse, a tailored pant, a soft cashmere wrap, these never go out of style because they were never part of the noise to begin with. When you build your wardrobe around what flatters and endures, you free yourself from the endless cycle of reinvention. Your closet becomes a collection, not a competition. And suddenly, dressing feels calm again, a quiet ritual instead of a race. Trends fade. Grace remains. So wear what feels authentically you, not what fashion declares. Because the most stylish women aren't the ones chasing what's next. They're the ones perfectly at peace with now. Thing number 9. Neglected grooming and self-care. Elegance doesn't begin in the closet. It begins in the mirror. No outfit, no matter how perfectly chosen, can shine if the woman wearing it feels tired, rushed, or forgotten. Grooming and self-care aren't about vanity. They're about reverence, a way of saying, I still matter. Elegant women understand that their presentation is a reflection of their self-respect. Polished nails, soft skin, neatly styled hair. These small details speak volumes, even in silence. They don't require perfection, only care. A bit of moisturizer, a gentle fragrance, a touch of color on the lips. These are not extravagances, but quiet affirmations that you are worth the effort. Neglected grooming, on the other hand, chipped polish, unbrushed hair, clothes worn without thought, sends a message you may not intend, that you've stopped seeing yourself. But self-care rekindles that awareness. It brings you back to yourself, one graceful gesture at a time. And remember, care is not reserved for youth. In fact, after 60, it becomes even more powerful. Every time you smooth a cream over your skin, every time you take a deep breath before dressing, you're not just preparing your appearance, you're honoring your life, your body, your story. Because elegance isn't only what the world sees. It's what you feel when you take the time to nurture yourself. You've earned the right to glow. Thing number 10. Dressing inappropriately for the occasion. Elegance is not only what you wear, it's when and where you wear it. A truly refined woman understands that dressing appropriately for the occasion is one of the highest forms of respect, for herself and for others. It's not about strict rules or pretentious standards. It's about awareness, knowing that a glittering evening gown loses its charm in daylight, and that sneakers belong to strolls, not soirees. When your outfit matches your moment, everything about you feels harmonious. You appear composed, intentional, and quietly confident, without saying a single word. An elegant woman reads the room before she enters it. She considers the setting, the tone, and the purpose. Whether she's attending a family lunch, a charity dinner, or simply running errands, she always dresses in a way that reflects both her personal style and the occasion's spirit. On the other hand, when clothing feels out of place, too casual, too glamorous, too attention-seeking, it breaks that delicate balance. Instead of grace, it gives off unease. Elegance never shouts, "Look at me." It whispers, "I belong." And perhaps that's the ultimate secret of style. Not standing out, but standing right. So the next time you dress, pause for a heartbeat. Ask yourself, does this outfit honor where I'm going? Because true elegance isn't about perfection. It's about harmony, self-awareness, and the quiet confidence of a woman who always feels right at home in her own skin. Elegance isn't about perfection, it's about presence. It's the quiet power of knowing who you are, what flatters you, and what reflects your values. The truth is, style evolves just as we do. Every stage of life offers new opportunities to express grace, confidence, and authenticity, and what we choose not to wear often speaks louder than what we do. Each piece we let go of, the loud prints, the flashy logos, the ill-fitting clothes, makes room for something far more meaningful. A wardrobe that tells our story with dignity. When you dress with care and intention, you communicate self-respect. You say, "I value myself enough to present my best to the world." And that, dear listener, is the heart of elegance. It's not rooted in price tags or trends, but in harmony between your outer appearance and your inner confidence. Elegance is not a costume you put on. It's a language your soul speaks through your clothing. So as you open your wardrobe tomorrow morning, think of it as more than a closet. Think of it as a reflection of your evolution. Choose garments that uplift you, that feel like you today, not who you used to be or who the world expects you to be. Because the most elegant woman in any room isn't the one wearing the most expensive outfit. It's the one whose presence feels effortless, composed, and real. Walk forward with grace, dear one. Keep editing, refining, and evolving, not for others but for yourself. Because when you honor your own beauty, at every age, the world can't help but see it too.